Hello there and welcome back to the Duchy of Drive. What you just heard was the clean sound of a Laney VH100R and the crunch sound of an EVH 5150 amp, both recorded via a torpedo captor into Studio One. And to switch between the amps, no replugging was necessary at all. I just had to push one button. How I achieved that, you might ask? Quite easy. I used this cool little tool, the Ampete 2-to-1 amp switching system. Very cool gear. Let me talk you through it. The main purpose of the Ampete 2-to-1 is to run two tube amps into one cabinet or load box or whatever. As you might know, running a tube amp without any load isn't a very good idea, and if you try it, you might be able to wave your nice amp goodbye quite soon. So why would you want to use two tube amps with one load at all? Maybe you have a live setup and you don't want to carry around a second cabinet, or you don't have that much room on stage. Or you're in a studio situation, want to improve your workflow and want to switch between amps quite fast. Or you don't have that much space at home, or you just want to compare the amps with the same cabinet. So there are many uses for that, and I think everybody can find one for himself. Another very usable feature of the 2-to-1 is you not only can switch between your amps, but at the same time you can switch your pedalboard to the active amp with this device. Not a problem. For those of you who don't know about Ampete, it's a German company who not only produce some fine amplifiers and cabinets, but also a wide variety of switching systems, starting with this one, going over a 2 caps, 2 amps setup to a 4 and 4 setup, up to a 8 and 8 setup, which is then chainable up to 96 amps and caps. It's insane. If you want to test something, go to Musikproduktiv in Ibbenbüren in Germany. They have that system in their main amp room. It's really an experience. I can really recommend that. If you want to learn more about Ampete, I just put a link into the description down below. So why did I get the 2-to-1? I just wanted to be able to connect two of my tube amps to my torpedo captor to just have a wider variety of sounds when recording. And the other feature I really like about it is that I can hook up only one pedalboard to 2 amps. It saves such a lot of money and replugging time. It's just great. I love it. Regarding your wallet, you would have to put in around 380 euros for this system. That might sound like a lot, but if you consider buying a new cap or additional effects for a second pedalboard, it compensates quite quickly. Alright, let me guide you through the connections and features of the switcher. We'll follow the signal path starting from our guitar up to our cabinet. You hook up your guitar or your drive pedals to the input of the Ampete 2-to-1. Then you connect your amplifiers to the input jacks of amp 1 and amp 2. That's the front of your amps, so where you normally would connect your guitar or drive pedals. Then to hook up your effects loop, you connect the input jack of the first effect in your FX loop chain, for example your delay or reverb pedal or whatever, to the input jack here, and the output jack of the last pedal goes into the output of the Ampete. On the other side of the 2-to-1, we now connect the effects loop sends and returns of our amplifiers to the effects loops sends and returns on the Ampete. Just connect the send to the send and the return to the return for the correct amp. Then we move over to the amp outputs. That's where you connect the cabinet outputs on your amplifiers. On the cabinet labeled output, you then connect your cabinet or load box or whatever. Be on the watch, connect the right impedance. So if you run a 16 ohm cap, connect those inputs to the 16 ohm output on your amplifiers. And finally, we have a DC connection. You should hook that up as well. And on the other side, you also can connect a foot switch to select the amplifier. You can also do it via this little button over here. And after everything is connected properly, you now can run your 2 tube amp with one load and have a lot of fun with it. Here you can hear the Laney. And this is the EVH. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you liked what you saw, leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. See you next time, guys!